Hello, dear adventurers, and welcome to another Needlessly Complicated 14. My name's Aerietta, and today we are going to be working on getting our jobs to level 35. It looks like my bitrate is struggling really hard, so I don't know what that's about, but hopefully, hopefully, it'll figure its crap out momentarily. Um, So if we're having issues, I do apologize, but yeah, again, hopefully it'll sort itself out. I don't exactly know what it's doing that's causing it to fail so hard. Um, so yes, as I was saying, we are going to be doing level 35, or rather grinding to level 35. And yeah. I'm just gonna switch right on over to 14 and get going on that. I am, as usual, a little scattered, but we're gonna do the thing anyway, because that's what we always do. I'm hanging out currently in an inn room. I was cleaning out my bags. Look at this. Look at this. Aren't you all so incredibly impressed? What's this? Oh, that's key items bag. But yeah, I have it down to 34 items in my bag, which is ridiculous. Um, and yeah, I think what I was going to do is just get started with, what's it called? Crafting jobs, just to get those out of the way, and doing that through our Maelstrom deliveries. That's not the one. It's timers, not recommendations. I'm a little distracted right now, so I'm sorry if it's a little bit wonky. That bit rate really has me concerned, and I'm really hoping that it's not as big of a problem as I'm suspecting it might be. But if it is causing you issues, please do let me know. I would very much appreciate it. And we can troubleshoot if necessary to see what the higgity heck is up. Actually, with how it's going right now, I am going to just close down a few things to try to get it to improve, because that is very concerning. Okay, so we acting. Reconnection successful. Okay. So unfortunately, I might have an issue with OBS. If this persists, I'm going to have to shut it all down and restart. I'm really hoping that's not the case. But it just might be. And the alt goat leather must be with our bird. Okay. Remove all from saddlebag. And what else did we need? The walnut logs? Yes. Okay, so we're going to put more things into here, into the retainer. All right. Oof. Yeah. Based on what I'm seeing on Twitch, it's not Alright, is it... Okay, it's doing it now. Well, that's embarrassing. This stream is so scuffed. Hi, tentative tea lover. Thank you so much for coming in to say hi and confirming my worst fears. Not that it's your fault, of course. It's just... Oh my goodness. So, I had to stop stream because it was disconnecting, and I had to update OBS and my computer. And then I came back online and I was seeing that, okay, so some of my stuff for stream elements isn't working in OBS, whatever. We're just gonna go with it. And one of those things that wasn't working was captions, which usually doesn't work if the microphone isn't working. So when you came in to say hi, I looked over and it's just like, wait. The microphone doesn't have any sound waves going on in the audio mixer. This is bad, isn't it? But I'm so glad you're here. Welcome into the chaos. It's just being one of those days. And we're gonna keep going because that's what we do. How are you today? Okay, Bramble Patch. It's East Shroud, Western Thanolin, South Shroud, East Shroud. Let's start with East Shroud. I have to remember where East Shroud is because my brain is frazzled. So this is Final Fantasy XIV. It is a massive multi-online roleplay game based on the other... It has a lot of aspects of the other Final Fantasy games, but it is a standalone in what is kind of a series, but not really. I'm sorry that you're feeling a little bit sick. But yes, I decided that this game needed for me to make it difficult on myself. It is a beautiful game. That's one of the things that really made me want to play it, and since we're already here and we're on White Mage, I am going to ride the unicorn. My special conjurer's unicorn. But I play a lot of my games by adding a personal challenge. This is the first game that I started with when I started streaming, and I had this wacky idea. Hey, why don't you make this difficult on yourself by doing every single quest in the game and also leveling up all of your jobs at the same time. Because one of the features of this game is that you can play any character class in the game on your one character. So, for example, these are the combat jobs divided into the tank, healer, and the DPS jobs. So we've been able to unlock Paladin, Warrior, White Mage, Scholar, Monk, Dragoon, Ninja, Bard, Black Mage, and Summoner. The other jobs will unlock after we get through a certain part of the story. But I've been leveling them all up at the same time, trying to keep them at the same level. And it is definitely a challenge. I thought that having 4,000 quests in the first expansion out of... How many are there now? There's a Realm Reborn, Heavensward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and Endwalker. So 4,000 quests in the first expansion out of 5. I thought that would be enough to level them all at the same time, but I was incorrect. It turns out that there is not quite enough quests, and experience, so I'm having to find other ways to get all of my jobs leveled up. That sounds like a fun challenge. I wanted to come say hi, but I have to go lurk now. I hope the rest of your stream goes well. Well, thank you so much for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you feel better as well. It's not any fun being sick. Okay, so that's 2. How many did we need? Probably 3. Okay, so now we have to find the glowflies. Okay, I think I remember what those are. And the Sylvan Sai is way too high level for us right now. Or is it? I think it's a level 42. So probably still too high level. We're making a little bit of progress on our experience bar, but it is taking some time. I thought about doing leveling roulettes with White Mage because it's the easiest to actually get into a leveling roulette. However, I thought it would be more appropriate for Ninja just because I don't have very many hunts log that I have available to Ninja, and yeah, even though it's going to take longer to wait for that, it's still going to be a better idea to organize them how I have. Okay, so that is the footfalls, upper paths, silent arbor, broken water, Welwick. Alright, so I'm thinking that the footfalls is going to be our best bet next, so we're going to go to Vesper Bay and try not to be sad, because on Monday we did have a very sad main scenario quest over there. I wasn't expecting it to be so early on in A Realm Reborn. Like, I should have known better. Didn't. I thought it wouldn't be at a weird level like level 34. But hopefully we won't have to deal with that again until we're back at doing the main scenario quest. Alright, here we are. So the Koblins are going to be up here to the north. Get back on the unicorn. If we're gonna have a rough day, we're gonna ride the unicorn. So saith me. They would be a little bit farther in. There they are. It's so funny because we've already done all of these on different jobs. Like, okay, excellent. So laughing toads are further ahead because we did all the huntslug for other jobs, but White Mage out-leveled the rest of them so quickly that coming back to have to do this seems very silly. At least I don't think I'm gonna aggro the giggling gigantatoads. Uh-oh. Apparently I am, because I'm just gonna get smashed right in there. Thanks for that. The best. Okay, have to keep an eye on my health now, I guess. Have I mentioned I hate toads in this game? At least once, I'm sure. I think my first death in this playthrough was to one of these giant toads, which is both unsurprising and terribly aggravating. Also, that's very... I don't want to keep looking at its shiny, shiny skin. Uh-oh. And get out of the way. There we are. Excellent. There's 2. Oh, and it's done. Perfect. Okay, so Bark Eft, that's in South Shroud. Bark Eft. I'm gonna say that's probably near Quarry Mill. I could be wrong. It might be Camp Tranquil. Luckily those are not far apart, and I just sold a bunch of stuff, so I have a lot more money right now. So, as I was silently saying earlier, because apparently it didn't pick up because my microphone had reset in OBS, which is always a good time. Yes, I think I know where those are, as well as the antelope, stags, and goblins. Oh, it's taking a minute to load in. Are a lot of people doing Palace of the Dead? But yes, I accidentally created an Instagram, which I had intended on not using more social media than I was already using, because I already spend a lot of time and effort into things for the stream that are happening while I'm not live on stream. So I was just like, you know, I shouldn't really get another social media platform going. That's a lot of extra work. And I really wasn't expecting Twitter to go downhill as fast or as thoroughly as it did. So that was kind of a shock. Like, I thought that it would have enough going for it that it would bounce back. That current management would decide it was a bad investment and sell it off, and then it would be fixed. I wasn't expecting them to already be considering bankruptcy 10 days into the change in leadership. So, yeah, that's new and exciting. Gotta love that. So I am giving Instagram a try. It is in my Beacons link directory at the bottom because I put it in the link directory around the same time as I was still thinking, you know, I don't know if I'm actually going to use this, but I'll put it on here anyway. But we will see. We'll find out, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it seems just so ridiculous. Like, oh, I shouldn't have grabbed that one. Oh well. Like, I used to use Instagram years ago, and then when Facebook acquired them, it was just like, I don't like the changes going on and I don't really use this anyway. So having to go back and learn a skill that I thought I wouldn't need again is fascinating because so much of it has changed. I am very much looking forward to the ability for professional accounts to schedule posts. I think that's going to be my lifeline in this, because I have all of my health concerns and other things to do. Being able to schedule posts in advance so that I'm not having to time things perfectly and just sit and wait at my phone to time things, that would have been unfeasible to maintain for me. So we'll see what happens. It's still rolling out. I don't think that my account yet has that feature. So, yeah. It's very much a, I guess we'll see. There it is. Okay. I don't want to fight that thing. How about I don't fight that thing? Well, actually, it's about ready to go. Looks like another white mage is out here fighting it. Hopefully that was a bit of EXP. I didn't actually look. Oh. Okay, it's down, so now we get to the next one. Oh my gosh, hi Greg! Welcome Raiders! Oh my god, hi! Thank you so much for the raid! Let me just get rid of this F'd. Okay. And we'll give Greg a shout out. If you haven't checked out Greg, what are you doing? You're missing out. That's what you're doing. With 3Gs and the Sailor Leaks are raiding you. That's so cute. Stream is going super chaotic today. OBS decided that it had committed itself to violence and crashed. So I had to close everything down, update everything, including my computer, and restart the whole system, and it was still giving me bitrate problems for a little bit, but then it fixed itself. How was the rest of your stream? How did Genshin go? I got to hang out for a bit, and that was a lot of fun. Okay. But yeah, OBS is still... Yeah, it isn't really a stream if there aren't problems, and boy have I been having them. Not only did that happen, but I also didn't realize that OBS had reset my microphone settings. So I was also silent for the first 25 minutes after restarting stream. Which is very embarrassing, let me tell you. Craig says it went well. We're a little more than halfway for fungus drops and ingenuity books, so yay. Awesome. I'm sure I will know what that means when I get farther in Genshin. Thank you so much for showing me more of what Nahida does. She's just so cute. She's just so cute. And I didn't realize just how incredibly useful she was. I thought she was just adorable and had some really cool looking attacks and abilities, but I was wrong. She kicks ass. Okay, so Southern Thanalin, Eastern Thanalin, and Eastern Lenosha. I think we're closest to... Well, let's just deal with the Sabotenders. That's going to be right outside of Little Alamigo. She's here to learn facts and kick ass, since she's all out of facts to learn. Yep, that she is. I am real excited for finally getting to play more Genshin. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, I don't know if this is for me, and now I'm into it. Not least of which because I got the 5-star that I wanted on my first time doing wishes ever. um, but yeah, it's growing on me. I didn't know if it was going to or not, but it's definitely growing on me, and I want to learn more about the world that it's contained in. Like, I am all for learning lore about a game. Like, that's why I'm doing this ridiculous challenge. For those of you who are new here, I am currently doing a personal challenge run of Final Fantasy XIV. That's what we're doing right now. And uh, in this challenge, we are doing all of the quests in the game that we are capable of doing. So there's about 4,000 quests in A Realm Reborn, which is the first of 5 expansions in Final Fantasy XIV. It is also a game where you are able to play as any of the jobs. You can just switch between jobs all the time. So I'm leveling them simultaneously, including the crafting and gathering jobs. So right now, today, the big goal is to get all of those jobs to level 35 so that we can continue on with the side quests, because we've done all the ones below level 34 and ran out. But yeah, one of the reasons I wanted to do it this way is specifically because I love finding out about story. When I was still playing World of Warcraft before college decided to hit me hard over the head, harder than it already was, I actually had the Lore Master achievement for doing all of the quests. So I just love finding out more story, and this is, I'm not gonna lie, I love reading, but this is a lot more fun than reading. It just is. We're not going to it's not something that is like up for much debate, I'm sure. Okay, so that is Eastern Thanalin, right? Welwick Wood, okay. Oh, is that actually here? No. Here? No. What's up here? So Camp Tranquil is actually closest to Welwick Wood. Okay, so we're gonna head over to Camp Tranquil real quick. But yes, I do Final Fantasy XIV, this challenge run, on Mondays and Fridays from 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific time. It just changed over for daylight savings, so that is Pacific Standard Time. And at that same time slot on Wednesdays, I'm rotating between a few different games for kind of a variety stream, including Genshin Impact when it doesn't light my computer on fire. We did have it crash on Wednesday, so we had to restart with Stardew Valley. Video game Fables, which is a really cute indie game that I've been enjoying quite a bit. It's basically what happens when the player pauses the game for decades in an old school RPG and everything starts going wrong. And we've also been playing Potion Permit and, like I mentioned, Stardew Valley. Stardew is kind of like relegated as a backup plan right now, though, because I really want to get through Video Game Fables and Potion Permit. Those are my two primary goals right now, to get through both of those, because I am almost to the end of Potion Permit as it is right now on my personal save, so I know that it does have quite a bit, but does also have kind of an endpoint, whereas like with Stardew Valley, you really don't have an endpoint unless you're like another streamer friend, Sage Fira, who is currently 100%ing the game, which, I mean, go her. It seems like a very lofty goal to get, what is it, 10 million monies in order to purchase the last and most expensive item in the game, and that's the only thing she has left to do. That's some dedication. No, we are not doing this fate. We tried this fate before and it was impossible. But we're very close to hitting 35 with White Mage, at which point we are going to be switching over to working on a few more Grand Company deliveries, and then probably doing Dragoon for Frontlines, if we have time for all these things. The technical difficulties definitely set me back as far as timing for everything and getting done all the things I had planned. Okay. Excellent. So White Mage is now level 35. So we are going to head back on over to Limsa and work on Goldsmith, Leatherworker, and Alchemist, I think. And once we're done with those three, head into doing a frontline. Their net. Hawker's Alley, probably just to make sure we can go and get all of our materials. And our Stream Elements bot, who usually has a specialty name but also crashed during the great crashing earlier today, is giving us a friendly reminder to take a sip of water, because hydration is an important part of every adventure. Okay. So it was Goldsmith, Leatherworker, and... Oh, that's right, because I changed everything. I added materia to my materia slots, and it was unhappy about that. Okay, so I'm going to remove the recommendations, pull up our timers. So what do we need to do? A silver choker, Borskin, Hemantis, I don't know how to pronounce that, so my bad if it is incorrect, which is very likely, and then a high potion of strength. Or we do another one of these. We'll find what we need to do. It's fine. Everything's fine. Search for by crafting method. Okay, so we need 2 more silver ingots, which we can easily make, and we have the Eldgoat leather on us. We are dealing with some lag, though. Not entirely unprecedented. And I do apologize if you, like me, are not a fan of the crafting sounds in this game. It can be a bit much. hopefully I have it turned down to a level where it's not so grating. And so now we can make that silver choker. Should only take a second. So earlier I had mentioned that I had a silly question that was rolling around in my head earlier. What fantasy NPC skill do you think is the most useful? Because we're having to level up all of these little jobs, and just like these are typical NPC jobs, but like, which one do you guys think would be most useful? Like carpentry, leatherworking, any of the smithing, cloth crafts. Cooking probably is like an easy one to say, so. And you can just feel free to think about it. It's just something that I was pondering earlier. So we do have iron ingots. We do need hippogriff sinew. Alright, so we need to pull out the boar hide, the aluminum, iron ingots. That's a cool weapon. Real question, does our little Lalafellan boy have those things? Okay, so... Paracool, Eld Goat, Giganta, Toad Leather, Hard Leather. There's the aluminum. Okay, and I needed iron ingots. We'll pull out the nice ones. Boar hide, there it is. And hippogriff sinew. I don't even remember where to find hippogriff sinew. That is probably a thing that I should figure out soon. Oh no, the lag, it returns! Okay, so we need boar leather first. And also to change jobs. Need to scoot it over more. There we are. Okay. Uh-oh. I thought we pulled boar hide out. What do you mean we didn't? Okay. Did I put it in with my retainer? Mistakes were made! Boar hide, there it is. There we are. Okay, now we can get this part done. Yeah, I'm thinking after we finish up the boar skin Camantes. Again, I'm sorry that I'm totally butchering that pronunciation. I think just to make sure that we have enough time, we'll just go straight into front lines. I messed this up. Your synthesis fails. Whoops. Okay, so apparently this is a higher level thing than I realized. There we go, okay. And we'll do veneration. Perfect. I hope we only needed one. We'll find out as soon as it loads. Oh, good. So, I've mentioned it the other day, I believe, but I am still figuring out how to do the PvP and a few other things that I didn't really check out on my main character. I was so interested in getting through the story and just hanging out with friends, because this is a very social game for me, that I didn't really do all the things I could have done. Another reason why I am so invested in finding all the nooks and crannies that I totally skipped my first playthrough. So, learning PvP and like realizing all these mistakes that I had made, that was an experience. Learning that I was not even aimed the correct direction really for most of it. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna hit things. Those are the wrong things. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Another wrong thing. Like, I'm so glad that I still have my sprout, because if I didn't and people saw the types of things I do in PvP, they would just be concerned. And honestly, I'm still concerned, and I'm the one doing it. But I have been trying to, between streams, just like get more familiar with everything so that I can make good choices. Alright, Leatherworker is level 35. And I don't know if Goldsmith also got to level 35, but we will see in just a second. Goldsmith is also level 35. Excellent. Okay, so that means that we only have 3 more crafting jobs, 2 more gathering jobs, and a number of combat jobs. We did get White Mage. Okay, so 4 more combat jobs. We're just gonna switch over to Dragoon and do those front lines, because I apparently like stress. Okay. Let's see if I remember the hotbars that I painstakingly made for myself. And if I can remove myself from a certain amount of lag by getting away from other people. No one's hanging out by the delivery Moogle. It's so sad and lonely. Okay, so average wait time is less than 5 minutes, and this is one of those where what job you're in really doesn't change your wait time, or at least it shouldn't. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, just because you can change jobs while you are in front lines. Why would it why would it matter what you are going in if you're probably just going to change it, especially if you're leveling one job by playing a different one in Frontlines, because your experience earned is for the job that you enter with, not the job you play. Which is really good for me because it's bad enough that I'm already learning so many jobs. Having to relearn them all over again for a completely different play style might end me. I'm just curious though while we're waiting. So yes, all of our quests upcoming level 35, we have a lot of them, not to ignore the fact that all of the jobs also have job quests at level 35. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. I'm looking forward to it. I have said this before, while I was taking a week off to visit family, I did plan content based on what I knew was coming up from now until like May. And I really do want to get to level 50 before April, because that's when we're going to be having our 1-year streamiversary, and I have quite a bit of chaos planned. And the stream is already chaotic. My streams tend to be chaotic, just because weird stuff happens to me frequently. But I have extra chaos planned, and I am so excited for it, and it feels weird teasing something that is not going to happen until April. But I am going to try to keep it a secret for as long as I can, even though I am bad at keeping secrets about my own plans. But the goal is to get to 50 before then on all of the jobs that I can unlock, and to get through at least the ARR, MSQ, and side quests, because I know that there's something like 99 level 50 quests, and I don't think any of them after A Realm Reborn actually give you experience points, which is rather rude of them. Okay, so where are we? We are at Seal Rock, which is seas. I'm gonna try to remember how all this goes. We are also lagging really bad. Uh-oh. We have disappeared. There we are. Okay. I'm hoping that once we... Okay, stay chill, don't overextend, play it safe until... No, we're getting destroyed. Thank you! I'm really hoping that once I see the points they're talking about, I'll be able to remember precisely what to do. The people with the glowy animals are going this way. Okay. I see a black mage. They have run out first. Oh no, I'm lagging real bad. Gonna run. Oh jeez. This is going terribly already. Great. Yep, I'm... What is this lag? Oh well, it's kind of expected. Still annoying. Okay, and I am gonna pull up a mini map to put over here. Okay, so my party members are over here, having a rough time. And music cut. Always, always good. I was trying to help. Oh no, music's cutting out again. This has me concerned that I might DC. Chaos. Chaos reigns. Okay. New node soon. Back off. Okay. So I am part of Maelstrom, so I'm going with these people. They're going to 2527. Okay. Where am I? Oh my god. This is so frustrating. I have been trying so dang hard. Okay. To try to get this to work all day. But we will get there any way we can. We will finish out the day strong, or probably die trying. That seems like an appropriate... Get back here. Haha! I think I helped. Perhaps. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Everything is sparkle bubbles. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. That's fine. I'm going to get the heck out of the way. New node. Okay. Tried to sneak, but it was defended. Okay. I helped. I did a thing. Uh-oh, music's cutting out again. I'm going to back off it. Okay. I mean, at least I'm helping. Marginally. Backing off. I've only died once, which is incredible. Red is taking all our good ones to the south, they said. Hello, tentative tea lover. South. South is that way. South being down. I followed the wrong person. Uh-oh. I made mistakes. Apparently one of these people is very much into PvP because they have macros and everything. Okay. Thank you for the vote of confidence. I am lagging really bad, which has me very concerned. It's not supposed to be like this. And it's not supposed to have music cutting in and out. But here we are. I'm backing out because... Okay, attack Maelstrom Red. So I'm in the right area. That's good. I have a vote of confidence that I am doing something correct. Uh-oh. Please, please. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna try to get over. That's the wrong people. That's the wrong yellow-colored people. I died. I didn't die. How? Now I died. This battle is always kind of intense, but it's usually less intense when you can actually see. That was overkill. Why did someone use Blizzard on me? I was already dead! Okay. Okay, so 25, 23. Okay. I can generally see where that is. Okay, it's this one. Machinist. I assisted! Hooray! Okay, so it's been deactivated, but it... Okay, cool. Uh-oh, can't see. I'm caught on geometry again! Okay, 21, 23. That's... Okay. Going to be following down here, okay. That white mage. Okay. Uh-oh. I assisted again! This is going surprisingly well, considering I am also about to DC. Uh-oh. I am... I'm pretty sure those are all my attack sprites that were supposed to go through a while ago. Okay. So... Come on. Please. Thank you. I would like to be on top of the bird. Uh-oh. Hey you! Hey you! Hey you! Maybe don't? Maybe don't? Okay. I think I helped. Homeless, alright, occupied, good, okay. And I need to get out of this area because a bunch of Maelstrom is headed this way. Thank you. I certainly hope so. Okay, so a lot of people are down here, but it looks like they're leaving. It looks like this one has already been defended thoroughly. Up there, there they are. The really tough part about these are, besides lagging a tremendous amount right now, is that it's 72 people on the field at the same time. So it's a whole lot of chaos. My favorite games to play on stream, I would definitely have to say that Final Fantasy is among them, but I am also a big fan. Uh-oh, I died again. Yeah, that's a lot of people. I also really enjoy playing Potion Permit on stream. That one's been particularly fun because it's very casual by comparison. I mean, this game can be incredibly casual, just not this part of it. And with Potion Permit, it's kind of grindy. It's a lot of collection and repetitive tasks, but also a few puzzle games and pseudo-social interactions. You know. Kind of like Stardew Valley. Uh-oh. And that's the fourth time. Okay, they're saying back off and to keep on the maelstroms. But yeah, Stardew's a lot of fun, and Potion Permit definitely feels like a Stardew that's 10 years newer, which it kind of is. More than 10 years now, I think. But that's one of them. I also have been really enjoying this game called Video Game Fables. Some of my streamer buddies were playing it. They'd been gifted copies from the developer, and I'm apparently not seeing the enemy. I should be able to see them based on what's going on here. Okay. Apparently we are rushing this one to try to... another good... Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm running back to where more people are. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. There is a lot going on my screen. Yes, Potion Permit is on Steam. Video Game Fables also is. Video Game Fables is... It's just been a lot of fun. I think I mentioned it earlier. It is very much what would happen if someone playing an old school RPG paused the game and it kind of got busted by the NPCs. Okay, so who won? Oh, I was on the winning team somehow, and I only had 6 deaths and 11 assists. Wow, that's pretty good for me. Okay, player commendation. Okay, and we're gonna leave. But yeah, it goes through like what happens if the NPCs mess up the game, trying to keep it interesting for the next time the player comes to play it. It's been a lot of fun. It's very snarky and sarcastic and also very silly, and I've been enjoying that quite a bit. My partner has actually been watching my VODs of that one, which is new and different because he typically doesn't watch the VODs for my streams. He typically doesn't watch my streams. So yeah, it's nice to be playing something that's holding his interest while still being a whole lot of fun just for me. Okay, so Dragoon is level 35, so since that was so incredibly chaotic, I think that I'm going to try to finish up Alchemist and Culinarian. Just kind of wind down for this. Because, yeah, that took a lot out of my PC. Hawker's Alley. Your husband and you enjoy gaming together. It's a great way to spend time together. It is. I just wish my partner and I enjoyed the same kind of game. Like, some of them we do, but oftentimes it's not games that are co-op or even PvP. It's usually like single-player RPGs. Both of us love single-player RPGs, but only one of us can be on the controller at once. Oh, I should probably also extract all the materia. We were playing Final Fantasy XIV together for a very long time, but when Endwalker came out, it was just a lot. This game can be incredibly emotional storytelling, and so it can be just way too much. We haven't played It Takes Two. I've heard good things about it, but I haven't taken the opportunity to test it out. What do you like about It Takes Two? Because, again, I've heard good things, I just haven't heard very much about the game itself. Okay. And we don't need Weaver, but we do need High Potion of Strength and Smoked Raptor. Rock Salt, Blue Yarzen, Leg, and Gilbun. I'm pretty sure we have all of those things. Except for the Gilbun, apparently. Okay, so Rock Salt and Blue Yarzen Leg. I'm thinking the Yarzen Leg might be in here. No, but the Rock Salt is. It leans into puzzles and problem solving. It deals with heavy topics while balancing well with humor, and it's two-player. That sounds really cool. I will definitely check it out. Is it PC, Switch, PS5? Because, like, of major consoles and everything, the one that we don't have is Xbox. Okay, it should be on Steam. I will definitely be checking it out then. Thank you for the recommendation. Yeah, we've been trying to find... Oh, those are pricey. Heck, I'm pretty sure those are low level too. Maybe I should send my retainer to go and pick those up. Oh, but it's a botany. So I'll have to get it myself until I get a second retainer. I think that counts as an RPG. I mean, yeah, it definitely can, depending on the game style. But yeah, I really enjoy puzzle games. My partner isn't always the biggest fan, but there are a number of them that he enjoys as well. And he also enjoys puzzle games as part of an RPG experience. But yeah, we've been trying to find games for us to play together for a while. It's totally okay. I'm not very good with game terminology either. It can be a lot to figure out what the heck anything means. What do you mean not enough craft points? We're gonna try rapid synthesis and pray. Nope. So close. Okay, we're gonna try again. But yeah, it got to the point where the only way for us to really play games together was to do certain board games, and like there are cooperative board games, but both of us are genre snobs. There's no polite way to put this. If it doesn't have the right genre, we will skip over it. So for a while we were really enjoying Aeon's End Legacy, which is a legacy style board game, and it's really enjoyable. It's basically you play as different mage characters in a post-apocalyptic world where you are having to close up rifts in basically the fabric between dimensions where monsters keep coming through. It's really enjoyable, but it's a lot. It's got a huge setup, and because it's a legacy game, it means that it keeps going. So even after you have... Oh, do I even have all this stuff? Even after you have gotten all the things done, like, you still have to make sure that you transfer the information correctly into the next game. So it really does play like a roguelike video game, but it's a board game, which means that you physically have to set the pieces and add stickers and write things down and make sure that you've got everything in order and put away the things that are no longer part of the game and take out new packages for the game. It's so much fun, but so much work, and we only have so many flat surfaces. Both of us are also neurodivergent, so any flat surface in our home immediately gets covered in stuff. Not necessarily trash, just if we have a place to put things down, we will put them down, and that's a problem. Okay, so... You too? Yeah. It's just... I oftentimes love how my brain works, and I oftentimes am so angry at how my brain works. Because I'll also forget to do specific things, you know, like write down what exactly I needed from in here. And I can't access... Oh, can I? Yay! I can access it. Smoked raptor, please, thank you. Clutter is the enemy. No, you create it naturally, but it makes you feel bad. Me too. I've kind of learned how to live with it in a way that it is not so incredibly overwhelming, but it takes a lot of work, and I have had to just do so much to make sure that I am on top of it enough. Oh, I need to change to culinarian. Please put me in the bread. Put me in the bread outfit. There we are. I thought I did select the materials. Oh, olive oil. Okay. I was using words. I had thought of things to say. So right now my big thing is that I'm just trying to reduce the amount of stuff that I'm dealing with. So I'm trying to develop the habit of every time I clean an area, if there is trash in the vicinity, I have to throw the trash away before I clean it. If there is something there that is not supposed to be there, I have to at least put it in the room that it belongs. Like, just ridiculously small things like this. Things that really shouldn't make any difference at all. Those are the ones that I get hung up on quite often. So I'm trying to develop those as new habits for myself because, along with both being neurodivergent, we both have really bad allergies and, yeah, tissue piles get gross fast. So making sure that you have a wastebasket nearby is something that is so incredibly obvious, and I've been told this a million times. Make sure that you have a wastebasket within arm's reach at all times. Did I do it? No. Am I doing it now? I'm trying. It's a good idea. It takes so much discipline to follow through every time. It does, but perfection is the enemy of the good. I don't remember who said that, but they made a really good point. So I'm not trying for perfect. I will be happy with 70%. If I can do things correctly and have them put away 70% of the time, that's incredible, and I am delighted. Okay, so let's see. Oh, culinarian didn't quite make it. No. Okay, so culinarian and carpenter still both need to level up to 35. I wanted to check. That wasn't the correct one. That was the correct one. It was just the wrong tab. Mithril ore and salt leaks. I know I don't have salt leaks. Bloodshore? And mithril ore was at the bottom of the Segoli Desert, right? Yeah. I have to also manage my expectations of myself. Overachievement and neurodivergency don't get along often. That is very true. I developed a whole lot of perfectionism as a kid because I thought that if I was perfect, no one could keep getting mad at me. And not only was that not true and a disappointment for that reason, but it also really screwed up my ability to accomplish a lot of things. So letting go of perfection, especially now, in the past 7 years, maybe a little bit longer now, I've been developing a lot of chronic illnesses. I have a lot of like small diagnoses, but none of them account for everything that is going on, especially the chronic pain and the chronic fatigue. So having to let go of perfectionism and also let go of being able to do what I used to do has been so incredibly hard because I did develop a lot of those really, really bad internal dialogues about wanting to achieve more than was possible of me before I was fatigued all the time. And yeah, just having to let go of those expectations has been so rough, so frustrating. And even now, when I know more and know better, it's still sometimes just a lot. Yeah, thank you. It is very frustrating. I'm learning to deal with it and I'm learning to be nicer to myself. It's not always easy and it's not gonna be easy, but It's something that I have to learn. It's something that I have to learn not only for myself when I'm sick, but also for myself when I'm well. Because even on my good days, I wasn't kind to myself for all the things that I wasn't getting done. Yeah, we are definitely our worst critics. And it's easy to be critical of yourself when you expect others to be critical of you. And we do not live in a world that is terribly kind to neurodivergent people. No, please, I would like to use my scythe on this bush. There we go. See, I've been doing this the hard way. I should have just left this open because it automatically updates the amount of quantity I have in my bags instead of me having to go and find it and double check. All right. So I'm also going to eat raisins because I should have done that previously. We're going to switch over to minor and then head over to the Sigoli Desert. I carried a lot of plans, expectations from a childhood that I had to learn to let go. That was one of my biggest struggles. Me too. It is so hard to let go of things that you had planned because everyone's just like, well, if you plan better, you'd do better, and that's not true. It's like sunk cost fallacy level of stuff because we have all these great plans because we get so excited about things. And that's one of the things that I love about how my brain works. I love that I get excited, and I have to understand that not everything I get excited for is something that I am going to pursue to the end. And that's okay. All right, I think after we turn in the salt leaks and the mithril ore, I'm going to find someone to raid. We're already a little bit over today, but I mean, there were so many technical difficulties today that it's only to be expected. I still can't believe that I ran into so many issues today. Like, normally I'll have a few. It's not a real stream until you have a problem, especially if the problem is audio. However, we had a lot of issues today. I enjoyed chatting with you as well. Thank you so much for coming to say hi. I really appreciate it. Okay. Apparently, I just do not get close enough to these things. Oh, what am I doing? There. So, Tentative Tea Lover, who has been so graciously hanging out with us in chat today, is also a streamer. Please go check her out. She is a lot of fun to spend time with, as you may have noticed. I'm sure you did. And is also the reason that I got on Instagram. My accidental social media splurge was specifically to share my begonia pictures with her. Her plant wall is beautiful also, so check that out as well. Okay, so now we can turn these in. And while that is loading up, I'm going to go check on Twitch to see who else is live today. And I'm going to mute the tab so that it doesn't blast us. Okay, let's see. First we do this part. First we attend to the actual game itself. Okay, I think I might know who we're gonna raid today. So I'm going to open up their stream to see how long they have or have not been at it. Nope, we're not doing that again. We're not going anywhere else. Oh geez, the lag really is hitting hard. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I really do love that begonia, and I am still so incredibly shocked that it stayed alive through my cat trying to destroy it completely. Alright, so provisioning, so we're going to turn in the mithril ore. And that put us at 36, which is above what we needed, which is good. And salt leaks, which should also put us above. Yep. Alright. Plants are determined to live. Occasionally, not all of mine. The first time I cussed out my mom was because she pointed at a plastic succulent and said, "Look, Aerietta, it's one you can keep alive." I love my mother. I love my mother. I love my mother. But that was rude. Alright, so we are gonna go say hi to our friend B. Bees in Spring is currently playing Final Fantasy X-2 HD Remaster. She uses she, her pronouns and is a JRPG and farming game fanatic. Wonderful, wonderful streamer to go and hang out with and just super supportive. And we love that. Also, thank you so much again to Greg. Let me just do a regular shout out because I think that the shout out that I gave will cancel out other ones. So yeah, thank you so much, Greg. Thank you for being here and thank you for being my second raid ever. Like this is literally the second raid I've ever received and I super appreciate it and I really appreciate you. Okay. So I've got B up and we're gonna get that raid started. Okay, so yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you sticking with me through all the technical difficulties, the lag, the chaos, and me just being really scattered. I appreciate you all so much. We're going to be back here on Monday at 2 p.m. Pacific time to continue getting our last jobs to level 35. That's going to be Bard, Black Mage, Culinarian, and Carpenter. And then we're going to be continuing on with all the stuff that we're doing. We have very sad MSQ to continue on. Oh, thank you so much, Greg. All right, so if you would like to join me on the raid, it helps me and it helps B. I have a raid message in chat right now. And because I am bad at organizing my time, I am also putting my Beacons directory. And through my Beacons directory, you can find updates on Twitter and now Instagram, the community Discord, VODs on YouTube, tipping on Ko-fi, and gifts on Throne. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you over in Bee's chat. Bye, everybody.